What is going on, guys? Today we're checking out a pair of wireless headphones from one of my favorite brands in audio. We're talking about the JLab Studio Pro Wireless. But before we jump into the details on these guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is JDubb, and I'm here to help you guys make a better tech buying decision. Now, if that sounds cool to you, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you do, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of my latest reviews. Now, with that said, let's check them out. Now, first things first, as we normally do, let's take a look at the design of the headphones themselves. So right off the bat, these are gonna be this is the all black version. They come with a kind of a semi-gloss matte finish on the outside here. Doesn't take fingerprints, which is great. You've got JLab branding on the ear cups themselves, on the ear part here, or right over on the band and on the band on top. So you get a little bit of JLab branding. They're making it known that these are a JLab product, which is cool. You've got kind of a metal frame, which connects them to the head strap themselves, where you find kind of a faux leather overhead band with a little bit of padding on the bottom, which is nice. I didn't think it was super necessary because these are a really light pair of headphones, but you do end up with that padding on the back there. Now, the ear cups themselves are very uniquely shaped. These are shaped just like an ear. The design here is to just really form fit to the ear shape, still being an over-the-ear headphone. They're very sleek and designed to be low profile, so I really did enjoy that. On the back, you do have a multi-function button here, which is used to power them on, put them in pairing mode, and activate other features and things like that. Plus, you have the plus and minus button, which is for volume control, skipping tracks, as well as cycling through the EQ modes, which we'll talk about here in just a moment. And then you do have USB-C charging, which is great. Ear cups are JLab's cloud foam inside here, so they're very soft, super comfortable to wear for long periods of time, and overall just a really nice, comfortable fit. So design-wise, very slick. The one thing that I don't like about them is this. So let me get it closer to the mic so you can hear what I'm talking about. Hear that clicking? So the buttons themselves are a little on the loose side. What I mean by that is there's not a lot of tension behind them, which leaves them a little rattly and a little bit clicky. And so when you read the name JLab Studio Pro, you're thinking of a little bit more of a higher end, a little bit higher end experience, I guess I should say. And these just that kind of rattly clickiness to the buttons was a little bit annoying, only when you have them on and you're trying to manipulate the buttons, because that's when you do hear the click pretty loud in your ear. Now, it's not a deal breaker. That's not a feature that's going to ruin these headphones, but I did want to flag that as one issue that I had with the design. But outside of that, they're pretty darn solid. Now, when it comes to features, they are pretty action-packed. You get Bluetooth 5.0, A2DP, so your connectivity and sound transfer is gonna be solid. You get 3 built-in EQ modes to be kind of manipulating your music to make sure it sounds good to you. You can quickly change those on the fly, which is absolutely fantastic. The only issue that I did find here is that they don't have an IP rating. So if you're gonna be wearing these at the gym, a lot of moisture, out in the rain, sweat, things running, doing things outside active-wise where they could get moisture, could get wet, sprinkling, rain, whatever it is, they don't have an IP rating. So I can't recommend them for any of those activities. It's not that they can't be, they just aren't rated for it, so we don't know. So again, not a major deal breaker in most situations, but you may need to keep in mind what you're doing with them if you purchase these. Now, one major feature on these guys is that they get 50 hours of battery life on a single charge. Now, I've tested these for just about 30 hours, so I still have a ways to go to absolutely confirm that, but they are perfectly working great. They're going strong. 30 hours in is solid. So I would expect, based on JLab's track record on estimating their battery life, that 50 hours is what I'm gonna get, which is really nice. But now let's say you do reach the end of the battery life on these guys, right? The nice thing is they do have fast charge. So 10 minutes on the charger gives you an additional hour of battery life. So in a pinch, you need to get out the door and do something for an hour or so, 10 minutes is gonna get you the battery that you need. So once again, JLab, well done. And last but not least, let's talk about the sound quality, because JLab, again, did a great job here. So out of the box, these guys come tuned with the JLab Signature Sound EQ mode turned on. That sound signature was one that I just left on for most of my testing. It was great. It was just a nice, solid, sound signature. You get great lows, mids, and highs. Overall, regardless of the genre, I had a great experience with that EQ mode. Now, the nice thing is if there's a song that you want to listen to that's gonna kind of bump that bass up, you want to bump the bass up and really kind of hear and experience that sound, you can easily switch to the bass boost mode in the EQ settings to do that, and it's all built into the headphones themselves. So to do that, there's no need for an app or twiddling on your device or anything like that. You do have the 3 built-in EQ modes on these guys, which is great. So what that does is that turns this pair of headphones into just a very, it flexes and flows with your music. I mean, I change these all the time on the fly. I'm always just switching through them based on the song that I'm listening to. I can tune them to the way that I want to listen to them. So at the end of the day, for a $40 pair of wireless headphones, you kind of just get whatever it is you're looking for at that moment based on the genre that you're listening to. So it's really a great experience. So JLab, once again, crushing it on the sound side of things with the JLab Studio Pro Wireless. So at the end of the day, guys, again, these are $40 at the time of making this video. You can check them out using the links in the description below to Amazon or on the JLab website directly. I'll put them both down there for you guys to check out. But I'm curious to hear what you guys think. What do you think about $40 price tag for everything that you've seen here? Hit me up in the comments section with any questions, comments, concerns. Let me know what you think. I try to reply to as many comments as I possibly can. But as usual, guys, that is it for me, and I will see you in the next review.